Come into child's pose. Slowly roll up. Find your way to your hands and knees. You're going to cross your right leg over left and then open the heels out wide so that you can sit between the heels. If it becomes a little uncomfortable in the knees or in the hips, please place a block on the way down and just sit on that block. Inhale to sweep the arms out to the sides and overhead, and then take the arms out to Prana Mudra. I have Gyan Mudra with my fingers. It's thumb to first finger, but you can use your hand however you feel comfortable. You'll be able to relax here, and then crossing, bring right arm over left, backs of the hands together as if they were going to clap, and then maybe you're able to wrap those hands. Now lift the fingers to the sky and soften the shoulders away from the ears. Release those hands and open the arms up nice and wide, folding forward if that's available to you. It's a pretty intense stretch in the hips, the outside of the leg. If that is not available to you, then just stay sitting up. Enjoy your breath wherever you are. And inhale, come on back. Uncross those legs, stacking the knees, come back to hands and knees. You'll change sides, this time crossing the left leg over right. Open the feet out nice and wide. You're making a seat for yourself. It's tempting to want to sit on your heels. Just make sure that you're sitting between the heels, even if that is on a block between those heels. You want the knees to line up with one another. If they don't, it's okay. Just, try your best. And then there is that block again that you can sit on, create space, make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Getting the stretch that you want in your body here today. Inhaling the arms out to the sides and overhead. Once more, opening those arms out to Gyan Mudra, Prana Mudra, and then crossing left arm over right. Finding the connection with the elbows there, maybe bringing the backs of the hands together. The main thing is that the elbows are crossed. You're getting a stretch through the back of the shoulders, between the shoulder blades, across the top of the neck and shoulder. It should feel really good to that area. It's a great arm posture for relieving headaches or neck tension and stress. So that's really what we're after here, that and the stretch in the hips. Reaching the fingertips to the sky and softening the shoulders away from the ears. Release those hands. Inhale, open the arms out to the side, bringing the hands down. If it's available to you, fold forward. Staying connected to your breath. Inhale to come back up, uncrossing the knees, coming back to your hands and your knees. Open your feet out wide. You're going to sit between your heels. You might be able to do this without a block. I need a block here. You're going to keep your knees together. Keep the heels just right outside of the outside of the hip. You'll find your strap. You're going to bring it across the front of your knees, and it's going to be like a little hook to hold that strap in place. Cross the arms behind your back so that you can reach back and grab that strap. Ultimately, you're searching to catch the heels with the opposite hand. But the point of this is to stretch, to open the chest, so roll those shoulders up, back, and down, then pull the strap as if you're trying to pull it back together. Feels so good to the front body, to the collarbone area, across the chest. So enjoy this stretch. And then change the cross in the arms. Feel that opening across the chest, across the front of the body. Make sure that it's like you're pulling that strap. Find an opening across the chest, across the collarbones. Maybe you can reach your opposite heel. Wherever you are, enjoy breathing fully and completely into that space. Letting go of the strap. Take it off to the side. Remove that block if it's there. Find a seat, bringing the soles of your feet together. Bring them in nice and close this time. Press the knees down towards the earth. Hug those elbows in, and then keep that back nice and flat. Fold forward if that's available to you. If it's not, you can just place the hands behind your thighs. Press yourself up, trying to get that back nice and straight. Wherever you are, you're thinking about lifting and lengthening through the spine. Finding your breath, softening in that hip thigh crease. Inhale to come back up. Open the legs out to the sides. It doesn't have to be too wide, but make it as wide as it feels good to you, where you want to be able to stretch. And then if you're really tight in those adductors right there, place the blocks behind your hips, and you can push with your hands to help you lift and lengthen through the spine. Keep the toes, the knees pointing up to the sky, and think about pressing your chest forward. If you were a gymnast or a dancer or something, then you might be laying on the floor right now, and that is beautiful. Wherever you are, you're thinking about reaching your heart down towards the earth, the belly down, softening and melting into the earth. Nice like openness across the chest rather than rounding here. That way we can really get into the inner thigh, the adductors, those muscles that bring the legs together. Finding the stretch that you're after, that your body needs here today. Let yourself breathe here, creating space, using that breath to walk your hands back up. Slowly walk those legs back together. This can feel really tight, so take your time. You'll use your blocks and this next one, but it's a really deep chest opener. So if you're really tight there, you might want to use the blanket instead. Just roll it long ways and place it long ways on your mat. If you want that really deep chest opener, heart opener, then we're going to do the same pose using the blocks. So if you want to use those blocks, you'll make a T with the blocks. One faces long ways on the mat, the other is horizontal. And some people like to put it up higher, especially if you have neck issues or tightness in your neck. I like mine to be nice and even. That way I feel like I get a little bit of a throat opening as well. You'll slowly walk your way down. Sometimes it takes a try or two to get those blocks in the right position. You want the block on the back to be between the shoulder blades. And if you get down there and you're like, oh, I don't know that this is exactly where it should be, it's not too comfortable, then try again. You can always lower or raise the blocks as well. Again, this is a pretty intense chest opener if you're tight in that area. If you're not tight, you may not feel anything here. So you want to honor your body and enjoy the stretch that is there for you. Finding the connection to your breath, using that breath in the chest area, chest cavity, to create space to help stretch a little more deeply. Lips are soft and jaws relaxed as you stay connected to the Ujjayi breath there. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Stay here as long as it's comfortable for you. But whenever you're ready to come out, feel like you're finished with this pose, roll off to one side. Slide those blocks or that blanket out from beneath you and roll back onto your spine. Hug your knees in towards your heart. Feel that space between the femur bone, the long bone that connects the knee to the hip, and the hip bone softening and releasing. And then lower the feet back to your mat. Tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Finding your bridge pose, interlace the hands behind the back. If you want to come up into wheel, plant those hands beside the ears, push up onto the crown of your head, and then press on up to wheel pose. If wheel is not for you, please stay in bridge. Continue to press your feet so that you can get some weight onto those hands and the shoulders. Feel free to come down anytime. When you do come down, tuck your chin so that you come onto the back of your head and slowly roll down. Take a moment here. Finding a happy baby pose, take your hands to the outside edges of your feet or choose to take shoulder stand today. Whichever one works for you. If shoulder stand's not a good pose for you, you have neck issues, stay in happy baby. Lift those feet up towards the sky, looking for that long line of energy from the shoulders all the way up through the toes. Letting the energy drain down the legs. If you'd like, you can lower the feet overhead, finding a plow pose. Interlace the hands behind the back. And feel free to bend one knee and then the other. It feels good to hang out on one side or to bend both knees. Take your time and then slowly roll back down. Bringing your hands underneath your bum, slowly lift that chest for fish pose. So in fish pose, the bum stays on the ground, the crown of the head is on the mat. You really want that wide shoulder and chest opening through the front body. And then surrender. Releasing, bend the knees. Cross right knee over left. Open those arms into goalpost or T position. And then lift up. Let the knees fall to the left. Turning your head away from your knees for a complete spinal twist. Think about lengthening the right hip away from the right shoulder. Helps keep the integrity of the spine and maximize that twist. Great opportunity to just wring out anything that's still clinging or still hanging on. And then find your way back to neutral. Uncross those legs, changing sides, crossing left knee over right. Lift up, lower the knees to the right side this time, turning the head away from the knees. Finding a deep spinal twist. Opportunity to just squeeze anything else out. Completely let go. The lips stay soft, the jaw stays relaxed. Letting go a little bit more with each breath. Slowly unwind, uncross the legs. Make any other movements that your body might be asking for. Give yourself permission to relax for a few moments here in Shavasana. Let your body feel heavy. Imagine that you're dissolving into the earth, surrendering completely, total relaxation. Give yourself permission to let go. Whenever you're ready, use your inhale to reach your arms up and overhead. Take a big stretch. Hug the knees in towards the heart. And then roll off to one side. Use your hands to find a comfortable seat. Feel your sit bones on the earth and the crown of your head reaching for the heavens. And use your inhale to sweep your arms out to the sides and overhead. Exhale, and come back to your heart. Namaste.